Morning, my fellow shave addicts, and welcome back to another SUBIE-SHINED video, guys, with me on a beautiful day at the start of the year. Thank you so much for clicking into my link and for joining me, guys. I'm so excited. If you can't tell, I am over the moon. I am thrilled. I am just ecstatic, guys. I am so excited. Today is the day I showcase my little project I've been working on the side. I've got about 15 hours into this, and I am so happy, guys, it is done. I almost caused myself carpal tunnel. I think I was about this close to quitting, guys. I was gonna call help. I felt like the guy from Galaxy Quest, the little aliens. I was like, I need someone's help. I needed Tim Allen to come save me. But right when I was about to quit, guys, I was able to get my project finished. Take a look at this. I set a goal for myself. I wanted to see if I really challenged myself if I could polish the Focus R50 Evo. This is the Focus R50 Evo, Focus Dynamic, R50 Evo razor, guys. It is a fully CNC milled stainless steel razor. The full thing is stainless, guys. And I wanted to see if I could, muster in myself to polish the entire thing to a hyper mirror polish. Guys, look at this. Look at the back of that razor. Just take a look. You can see my hand. Look at this. Look at this thing. Yes, we did it, guys. I'm so proud. I call this my shave bling. Got some shave bling up in this house, guys. I'm so excited I did it. This is a razor that when it comes to you, it's been milled. It has mill marks. And the mill marks were weird, guys. The head cap of it on the razor, they were cut it this way so the mill lines go down. But then across the handle, they mill it this way. So you had lines going this way, and as beautiful as the razor was, and as functionally as it works, and it works great for me. My problem was it just didn't look like $1,000 razor, right? It's $150 to buy one new. So they definitely sell it to you as being in a more raw format. It has like a matte polish, guys. It's like a matte finish, but they call it like a more of a raw format. And they do mention that on their website that it's gonna have some machining marks, right? It's not considered to be jewelry to them. Excuse me. Guys, now it's jewelry, right? Now it's some man jewelry. It's some shave jewelry, you could say. It's not really man jewelry. I think my wife likes this razor as much as I do, right? This is now just shave jewelry. Oh, guys, look at it. Yes, look at it. Oh, it's going to be so good. If you can't tell, I'm really excited because now it looks as good as I think it's going to shave. I think, guys, from this, it probably is going to have a little bit reduced friction across the surface. So it's probably going to produce this even a smoother shave. But this is a razor I really, really challenged myself with. I sat myself down and I said, I'm going to make it nice. I'm going to make it almost as good as Charcoal Goods or Wolfman. And honestly, it gives you so much respect for those guys because they're churning out something that is just miracles with metal. Miracles of metalworking. And as close as this is, it's not perfect. It definitely could use a few more hours of 2,000 grit paper, guys. 2,500 grit paper. My process was Craftsman they make a compound, guys. And I use their green, white, and I used a little Jeweler's Rouge too. Forgot about that. I did use a little Jeweler's Rouge and Flitz. But I did start with the 1,500 paper. And I just got rid of the marks, guys. And that was one thing. It was painful to learn. I didn't realize that if you didn't get rid of the marks, the deep marks, what happens was when you polish it, guys, you have a mirrored surface with tons of cuts and dings. You mirror lines, and it looks terrible. So I got it mirrored, and I had to undo it, start sanding from the scratch, and go all the way through with the sandpapers of 1,500 to 2,000, and then mirror. It was a lot of learning, a lot of work, and I'm so excited to showcase it today, guys. Let's get the shave going. Today we're going to be using Declaration Grooming's Massacre of the Innocents, guys. This is MOTI. This is an ode to Herod, and this is one of those scents that as soon as you smell it, you know what it is. Kind of smells like a department store to me. It smells nice, strong cologne scent. And you guys ready for this? I've used almost all of it. It's the opposite to the ring, though. You know how you guys all get the shaver scoopers, guys? I'm getting the opposite to the death ring you guys get. I'm getting like this center island. You guys see this? Look at this. I can see myself through it. We're getting close. My MOTI's almost gone. I love this set. I think this set Declaration Grooming on the, like, in the meta for me. It made it so that it had like it made it for me, right? After smelling this, I was like, well, I'll get all of their stuff now just because I love this scent. This scent is still the one I pick up the most often from them. I love MOTI. MOTI is phenomenal. They refer to it as MOTI, and it is just amazing, guys. I love this set, and I love the art for it. It just looks like menacing, you know? I once said that wearing this makes you want to get into a bull, rodeo, jump on a bull, ride a bull, then get off the bull, start a fight, get into a bar fight, beat some dudes up, and then, like, I don't know, go be a superhero somewhere. This is just like, it makes you feel like you want to be an action superhero, right? The last action superhero. I love this. Really is a nice smelling cologne forward scent. We're going to pair that, guys, because there is a cinnamon undertone to it. We're going to use, that's right, we're using Atomic Pumpkin. It's so good. And it smells like Fireball, guys. If you're going to smell like you're riding bulls, you might as well smell like Fireball to go with it. Yep, smells like Fireball, smells like a weekend in college to me. If I had a Red Bull to go with this, it would be phenomenal. It would be exact. And then we're gonna put a little bit of Old 63 on top as my frag, guys, because cinnamon on top of cinnamon all day long. I have got my lather already pre-generated, guys. Save us a little bit of time so we can really oogle and ogle, whatever you want to put it, the Focus Dynamic. So take a look at this, guys. I'm using my Maritime brush that I love that matches my MOTI. And guys, take a look. You guys, I used Decoration Grooming just the other day, and I was like, I forgot how good that is. I'm going to use it again tomorrow. I love this. You know, we used it before the rain, or after the rain. And today we're using the MOTI, guys. That MOTI, oh, smells so good. Smells so good, guys. Yes. And I figured if we're going to be doing an awesome shave with the Focus Dynamic, we need to get some of this going on. Does your lather waggle, right? Does it hang low? Can you tie it in a bow? Guys, look at this. Oh, what? I am so happy today. Today is the perfect day, guys. We're going to be using a newly shined razor with one of my favorite soaps. It's going to be awesome, guys. Let's go get this loaded. I didn't really think about this. That mirror polish, guys, usually I put it up against this base right here. So I don't know how I'm going to manage to keep that mirror polish without having to slide back and forth. I don't want to slide it against metal. I'm going to figure it out. Let's go below the SUBIE hat cam and get this thing loaded for a shave. And here it is, guys, up close and personal on the SUBIE hat cam once again with the pivoting head R50 Focus Dynamic Evo, guys. And this is a razor that is fully stainless steel. And it's a razor that I have always absolutely just loved the form and shape of. I think it's just absolutely beautiful. Take a look at this. I mean, to me, it's like a piece of art. It's shave art, guys. It is some shave blingage, right? And I've loved this razor from the very moment I set eyes on it. And I wanted to really give it something special, guys. So I did that hyper mirror polish. Again, one of the hardest things I have ever done manually with my hands. I'm telling you, it was so difficult and so hard to achieve. And I'm so excited to showcase and show you guys the results. Because look at this. I did this with the Dremel. With the Dremel tool, guys. And some sandpaper. I did use some sandpaper to get rid of the CNC marks. So they CNC mill this razor, guys. That's how they get that crazy shape. It's all milled. And what I found is after I got it hyper polished the first time, there was tons of mill marks. You could see scratches that the matte finish kind of covered. But as soon as I got it unmatted, guys, that razor really had some big marring and marks. So I had to go in with sandpaper and remove all of the marks and mars to like kind of give it a jeweler's polish. And I am thrilled. You guys can see, I don't know if it comes across well on the camera because of the way it reflects light, but it does say Focus Dynamic down the center of the razor still. I'll post right here and show, or maybe it'll be over here. I'll show you guys what it looked like originally. It says Focus Dynamic, and it still does. It's just really hard to showcase because it almost has become, that laser etch becomes very, very like ghosted. It looks like a ghost writing. It's really cool and it's really pretty and really unique. I'm really trying to get that lettering to come across, guys. It's really cool the way that the lettering works. I think it's beautiful. And I just absolutely love how this turned out. And I wanted to show you guys up close kind of what I was able to achieve. And if you guys are people that like polished razors, right, and you have a stainless steel, I wanted to be your encouragement, to be the reason that you start trying it out, because you'll never get good at it. You'll never ever experience and grow and be able to do it yourself if you don't try, right? And you're gonna have some marring marks on some razors that you practice on. I highly recommend practicing. I picked up some Gillette News that I practiced on about 10 times. This is about my 6th razor, guys. So that gives you some idea of where I'm at in the amount of hours and time I've put in. This was probably a 15-hour project that took a lot of my time and effort. And yes, guys, we did it. It's done. This to me now stands up as a showpiece. It could definitely just sit out as like a showcase to my capstone journey for polishing. And I'm really thrilled, guys. Let's get it loaded really quickly. Oh man, look at this. Oh, I just look at it like this and I'm like, man, I came in the bathroom last night like 3 times just to look at it. Just to like hold it up, guys, next to like the one blade. Here's the one blade, right? And if you guys have seen the one blade, it's very beautiful. This is the V2 in satin. Take a look at it next side by side. Take a look at those, guys. You see the difference? The satin finish versus the hyper polished. Guys, it just makes this razor really pop. I think the Focus Dynamic this way just really pops. And keep in mind, the CNC marks did take time to remove. I think I could have sat there for probably another 10 hours with 2000 grit paper, just sanding and sanding and sanding to make sure that the finish was perfect and still never get it to the Wolfman or the Charcoal Goods standards. But I just really wanted to try to see if I could accomplish Charcoal Goods quality. And I think I got close. I know it's not perfect. I wasn't using the really expensive fun big boy toys, but man, guys, come on. That's sweet. All right, we're gonna have to grab some Gillette 7 o'clock Super Platinum Blacks, guys. I like these blades in this razor a lot. They come across as being more a mid sharpness, and I like the efficiency I get out of them. My scissors are dueling, so I have to be really careful with the way I cut them. There we go. My scissors are just getting, my SUBIE-SHINED, they're crapping out on me, guys. I gotta go replace my wife's cutting block scissors and just get new ones, because those things are just dying on me. I guess they were only meant to cut chicken cutlets. If you ask me, probably just chicken cutlets. All right, so how this razor works is you pop the top off. And I didn't think about this. Usually, guys, I just sit this top right here on the aluminum base, and that's how I load it. But that creates surface scratches on my beautiful surface. I don't like that. So what we're gonna try today, I don't know if this is gonna work. I'm gonna grab a little towel and just sit the razor like this. Again, I have no idea this is gonna work, guys. I have no idea. I just don't wanna put my beautiful razor against the surface that is metal, right? I went to all that work to get a mirror. I don't wanna unmirror it the first time I load it. And I use 2 stacked blades in this razor, guys, because usually what you do is you snap the blades in half and that creates a curve, and that fills the gap between the razor head and the cap. But for me, I like the kind of the more mild shave that it produces this way. Whoo! Okay, we got 2 blades in there, and we didn't unmar it. We didn't unmirror it, guys, because we used a towel underneath. That worked. Not too shabby, right? And really easy to load. You guys can see we got 2 blades loaded, stacked. And I feel like that makes this head cap a lot more pressure in there. It produces a lot more pressure that way. And on top of that, guys, it also makes it so it's a little bit more of a mild shave. A little bit more mild without the blade curve, right? It removes the variability of a snapped blade when you're just stacking it to fill the gap. What a cool experience. Guys, let's go do a head shave with this and see if that polished surface feels any different. I don't even know if it's going to, but let's go find out. And welcome back, guys, from another SUBIE hat cam angle. I hope that's exciting. I hope that's interesting. And guess what? We got it loaded without scratching the crap out of it. Yes! I'm going to be using a towel from now on. I didn't think about that when I was polishing her up. No wonder I had so many surface scratches all over it. From sliding it across this aluminum block. I know some guys load it with a towel. I don't like that as much. It sketches me out, guys, but I'll put a towel on top of that. Worked all right. I could fill it, so that works. Yes, it's loaded, guys. Oh, let's get a shave going. Let's get this shave going. Let's get excited. Why do I like this razor? Let me tell you why I like this razor, guys. I like the pivoting function, right? But I don't use the pivoting function as a primary use, right? I kind of just let it do its own thing. And if it does pivot at the end of the swipe, that's great. And if it doesn't, that's also great. I was in a discussion with one of my buddies, Mr. Illuminati, and we just couldn't come to an agreement. We couldn't come to a realization, and that made me realize, right? The pivoting function's not for everybody, guys. Pivoting razors are not really everybody's cup of tea. I really find some guys love them and some guys are just detest them. And it's funny to me. And I think that's what makes the community fun and it makes it enjoyable, right? We all have our different paths. That's why I like to call Team All Blade, right? Because all of us are coming from different preferences. And for me, guys, it's a razor that's unique. It's an oddball. It's a weird one. It's efficient. For me, it's about as efficient as an R41 and as mild as a Tech. And I have to be really careful not to overshave with it because it doesn't feel like I'm knocking down a ton when I'm knocking down a ton. It's a really good shaver for me. I usually tend to just ignore the pivoting function and just let it kind of do its own thing. And use it like a standard safety razor and let it do its pivoting as it will. Unlike Leaf, where I actually engage the pivot every time forcibly. Just different, just a completely different shaver. It did take me a while to get accustomed to it. And I do like the razor, right? I do think they have some problems. I think when you snap the blades, because that's how they tell you to load it, you have variability to your loads. So some days if you get a really big snap on your blade, it's really aggressive. Whereas if you get a very mild curvature to the blade, it's gonna be more mild. And I tend to like the more mild approach. So I don't have any curve to my blade. I SUBIE stack it, and then it's consistent from day to day. You guys see this? You guys seeing this? Take a look at this. Boof. Look at this. Oh my goodness, yes. MOTI for the win. Oh, guys. Yes, and because it's kind of colored, because it's a brown lather, I almost remind myself I used to have brown hair. I can almost go back to the days of brown hair here. It's very nice. All right, let's do this thing. I'm so excited. Oh, and so when I saw this razor, guys, this is expensive for me. This is the first razor I ever paid more than $100 for. Very first one. It was fully stainless steel. And I was like, well, that will last my lifetime. It's the only one I'll ever need. I told my wife, I was like, only one I'm gonna buy. If only I could go back now, right? I was like, only one I'm gonna buy, honey. Don't worry about it. Last one, it was expensive. It was an investment. I was really excited about it. And guys, when it came, it just, those marks for me, right? They just made it like seem a little bit less. And I always knew deep down inside it could be beautiful. It was nice looking, but it wasn't beautiful. I always thought to myself, it could be beautiful. Now it is beautiful. And I actually think the matte finish almost felt less grippy. This feels more grippy to me. All right, let's get in here and do it. Oh, it's smooth. Oh, Nelly. Oh my good heavens, guys. What a smooth shaver this is. Oh, every day, I swear to you guys, this is one of those ones I could pick up every single day and never get tired of. It's not for everybody. The pivot, guys, for sure, not for every single person out there. I know a lot of people that will not ever like this razor because of the pivot. You know, the people that really, they love their safety razors with the DE standard. I know a lot of SE guys, you know, that don't like this because it uses half a DE blade, right? It's not using the standard SE blades. This fits in some weird SE/DE/DE/S, right? That's what it's kind of a hybrid between the two worlds. I absolutely love it. I bought it for that fact. You guys seeing this? You see how easy of a head shave it is? Very heavy, this razor. Very heavy. And I find that if I just let the razor do all the work, it's more than happy to do all the work for me. That's part of the reason I think I had problems with this razor to start, guys. Coming from the Leaf, I was, really putting some pressure down, thinking, oh, well, that's how you're supposed to use these. And this one, I don't use hardly any pressure. Look at this. You guys seeing how easy this is? Oh, I will lie. I am not going to lie to you guys. I am not going to lie. I really didn't think the polish was going to make that big of a difference. Big fetching difference, man. What? Oh, it's so smooth. Oh, yeah, this razor was already one of my faves. Guys, this really takes it up a notch. Oh, my heavens. Eee! Oh, yep. I love the blacks in this razor. I think they feel so nice. They're not overly aggressive. I tried whiz mitts in it, and you can feel the whiz mitt for me. I can definitely feel the whiz mitt. Whereas this one, I really like those more, like, slightly more aggressive than Derby blades. And these Gillette blacks, guys, are just really consistent for me. Wow! Guys, each swipe is perfection. Each swipe is easy mode. Oh, and I'm sitting on, like, I don't know, 29 hours of growth here, guys. 29. Oh, my lather has got a little bit dry. You can see that, how it's standing up off the razor like that. It's got a little bit dry sitting. Oh, That is right. Right? As beautiful as this is now, it shaves that good. It really does shave that good. Again, these are more expensive and they don't make a lot of them. They were out of stock for a long time. I think it's because they are stainless and milled. It takes them a lot of effort to produce. And every piece of it is stainless, guys. From the spring inside of it to the handle to the head cap, the whole thing. It is mild though. If you're a person that doesn't love like little blade fill, this is probably not your razor. But for me, as mild as it is, see, I like the pivoting function right there on the back of my head a lot. Pivoting every single swipe. It's a very quiet pivot though. It's very well built, this razor. Yes, guys, it's so good. I'm a little bit taken back. You guys see how much stubble's back there? Just really fine, thin layers of stubble. Oh, yes. Guys, I can already tell you, my skin is so happy. Like I said, though, it is efficient. I have to be very careful not to overshave because then what happens is throughout the day, it becomes a little bit more uncomfortable for me. It is a very, very hyper efficient razor. Very, very efficient. Way more efficient than the blade fill you're getting. And that was also hard for me to learn when I was first wet shaving because I was so used to, you know, knowing how a shave was going to fill based on blade fill. Whereas this one, there's very little blade fill. It just loves to knock down stubble. It just really does without any ease, without any problems. And it may not, like I said, it may not be for everybody. The pivot, guys, not for everybody. But for me, I love the pivot on a dome shave. Oh, and I really come to respect how good this razor shaves. I've really come to respect it. It's taken me a good old year of wet shaving and learning different, you know, techniques to perfect how it shaves. I definitely think it shaves best, guys, with little to light pressure and kind of knowing certain areas you don't want to do a 3-pass on because you don't need to. You just do 2-pass and you're good. Oh, guys, look. I'm not lying here. You can see. This is not fake. This is not SUBIE-SHINED's magic. This is not I'm not Dumbledore other than my shave skills, right? My shave polishing. I felt a little like Harry Potter, guys. I won't lie to you. I was like, the one true razor. Like, I felt a little bit like Harry Potter when that thing was finally mastered, guys. Oh, when it was finally polished. Because I don't know, it's like a culmination of all these different razors I've polished and all the different things I've learned. Wow, guys, wow. What a freaking shave. It's a maniacal monster, guys. I am over the moon. If you can't tell, my head is as smooth as the moon too. Woo, man, it is glorious. Well, that's it for SUBIE Shaves. I guess the channel's gonna die and go away, along with my banner that fell over. Why? Because, guys, I don't need to keep doing anything, right? I've got the leaf and I've got the one blade and I've got the Focus Dynamic, right? What else do we need? I'm just giving you crap. I'll still do my videos, guys. Don't worry. There's always more stuff I can polish, right? Always more stuff you can polish. Wow, that splash going on, guys, feels so nice. Usually this burns like a beast. No burn whatsoever. Just closeness. That is the cue ball close. Oh, glass, guys, glass. Icy, smooth as a seal right there, guys. Smooth as a seal. Woo, boys. All right, that's it. Guys, thank you so much for joining me for this phenomenal Focus Dynamic R50 Evo shave. Guys, I am so excited I've been able to do this with you. Thank you for joining me. If you haven't, make sure to jump over to my giveaway video. It's still live. Guys, I really appreciate you being here and supporting the channel and these kind of things. Guys, you rock. I'll see you in the next video. SUBIE Shaves, out!